The Interior Department has announced new reforms to fix the broken permitting system. Interior Secretary Doug Burgum joins me now. Mr. Secretary, what's the plan? Can you fix the permitting system with a stroke of the pen, or do you need legislation?
Well, first of all, Stuart, I wanted to say relative to what's going on today with the big, beautiful bill, this is such a pro-energy, pro-America, pro-worker, pro-farmer bill. We know that Speaker Johnson is going to get this thing across the line, but one of the things that we know that we need to get our economy in a growth mode is to reduce the time, the uncertainty, and the cost that companies face to get permitting in this country. And so Administrator Lee Zeldin, Secretary Chris Wright, myself, and many others are all focused on this. And there's many things we can do to turn around the Biden era. Part of the Biden era permitting was ideological. They just slow rolled everything if it wasn't from a fuel source or an energy source that they cared about. Under President Trump, who's declared a national energy emergency, he has instructed all of us to get this stuff permitted, get it permitted now. He knows we're going up against China in the AI arms race, where they can permit stuff with a not just a stroke of a pen, just with one person saying we're going to do it, whether it's building a dam, building a nuclear plant, or building coal plants. I mean, China added 94 gigawatts of coal last year. That's more than all the coal that I mean, that's more power than to run all of California and New York. So, but what things that we're doing is taking the things and just saying, hey, it's classic business process improvement from the private sector. A typical environmental assessment used to take a year. We've set a goal, an inspirational goal of saying, hey, we think we can get it done in less than 14 days. In EIS, which would normally take 2 years, our goal in Interior is to get it done in less than 28 days. And people say, well, that's impossible. Well, it's not impossible. If you focus on the minutes on mission or the time on task, we can put more time into producing a permit in 14 days than sometimes when they were slow rolling it, the amount of actual time that went into it over the course of a year. And we've already done that with projects in Nevada, in Montana, related to uranium, related to coal, where we've gotten permits issued in less than 14 days.
Well, that's extraordinary. To reduce the permitting time like that, that's really something. Next one, sir. The Senate version of the big, beautiful bill slashes funding to fill the oil reserve. Was that to save money, or is there some other reason involved?
Well, it was this isn't really a concern. I mean, it's a concern that Joe Biden and his administration turned the Strategic Petroleum Reserve into a personal political petroleum reserve. I mean, the reason why it needs to be refilled is because at the midterms during when Biden was president, they drained it almost in half, nearly 400 million barrels, to help keep the price at the pump down, because they were restricting production of oil, so they increased supply by releasing barrels from the petroleum reserve. Meanwhile, China was building up their Strategic Petroleum Reserve to record levels. So here we are sitting at about half full, but there is money in the big, beautiful bill for repairs. There was repairs needed to help us be able to refill it faster. There was money that was included in there to cancel some additional Biden sales that we don't need to make. That totals about $750 million, and then there was some money left in there, a couple $100 million for refilling. But part of the reduction went towards, it was shifted towards other energy. So Secretary Chris Wright, and we've got the ability to focus on other forms of energy other than refilling the petroleum reserve. So we're in good shape. We're in good shape there.
Secretary Wright was on the show just a few minutes ago, and I asked him, what's the policy here, the big picture policy? And he said, look, you maximize all forms of energy production, everything across the board. What we want is more energy in America, for America. That is the policy, correct, sir?
Well, absolutely. And if we come back to Congress in the future, we need to think beyond the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. With the shale plays we have in America today, we're essentially storing oil in all of those shale plays. You know, they used to talk about E and P in oil exploration and production. In the shale business, it's just production. We know where it is and we can go get it. But what's really important in the future, and we'll be coming back to Congress, is more money for not just Strategic Petroleum Reserve, but critical mineral reserves. We need to be in the business of stockpiling critical minerals in this country to protect our defense, our tech, and all of our manufacturing industries. We cannot let China control the critical mineral supply in the world.
You got a full plate. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Secretary. Always a pleasure. Come back and see us soon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Stuart. Great to be with you.